Priscilla's ways. A girl must learn early what opens doors. Yours is your face. Use it. Chapter 1. Perfume and Mirrors. Some time ago, Yaba burst like a restless high. Keke horns blated, sellers displayed their goods as stores, and loudspeakers blasted the most recent Afrobeat music from roadside shops. In the middle of it all, tucked behind a cracked yellow gate, was Flat Freebie, Doyin's kingdom. The scent of jasmine oil and burning incense always lingered in the corridors. Doyin liked it that way. She was a woman who moved like music, hips swaying in time with secret only she knew. Her voice, soft as velvet, often dripped with sugar or poison depending on who is listening. Priscilla watched her mother from the age of 6 with curious, unblinking eyes. She noticed how men straightened their backs when Doyin entered the room, how gift followed laughter, how arguments ended with tears, apologies, and crisp brown envelopes. Your father was weak, Doyin once said as she applied lipstick in front of the cracked mirror. But he gave me you, and you, my darling, will learn to win where I settled. By age 12, Priscilla had already learned how to read a room, how to twist compliments into currency. She could smile sweetly to get an extra sausage roll from the kiosk auntie, and twist her voice to sound pitiful when late to class. Teacher called her bright but unserious. She liked that. In secondary school, her beauty began to bloom, the kind of beauty that made girls uncomfortable and boys reckless. She had full brows, cheekbones like they were carved with intention, and a voice that dripped honey. Priscilla knew it too. Friendships came and went. Nina, her first seat partner, brought her lunch and notes, until Priscilla laughed about her hair in front of the boys in GSS 3. Nina never spoke to her again. Priscilla didn't mind. There would always be another girl, another circle, another orbit to reign in. People were drawn to her like moth to perfume, but it was a perfume sprayed over poison. At 16, during inter-house sports, she deliberately let Daniel from Blue House catch her when she fell during the sprint, just so he'd feel heroic enough to ask her out. He did. She dated him for 2 weeks, then dumped him the day before Valentine's. When a classmate called her heartless, she only smiled. Daniel's heart will heal. My time is expensive, and he's a small boy anyway. Yet, she wasn't entirely shallow. Priscilla loved animals, dogs especially. She once smuggled her puppy into her hostel bed and shared her meat pie with it for 3 days. When he died suddenly, she cried alone in the school toilet. No one knew. No one was meant to. She also cared for her younger half-brother, Damilare, a quiet child with a stammer. Whenever their mother ignored him, Priscilla would sneak in biscuits under his pillow or comb his hair with unusual gentleness. It was the one time she allowed softness without performance. But even her tenderness was hidden under layers of control and charm. Because in the world Doyin raised her in, softness was a liability. One evening, as the sun cast gold over Yaba's rooftops, Priscilla sat in front of the same cracked mirror her mother once did. She applied lip gloss with steady hands, stared at herself and whispered, "The world is mine, it just doesn't know it yet." And so, with a beauty that could stop heart and heart slowly turning to stone, Priscilla stepped into the world, not knowing yet that every door beauty opened could one day become a trap that slammed shut. You won't feel her venom until she smiles at you. Chapter 2. Sweet like smoke. Unilad was a kaleidoscope, flashing colors, ambition, hunger, and heat. It pulsed with music and tension, and Priscilla arrived in her first week like a walking prophecy. The day she stepped into Moremi Hall, heads turned, girls exchanged silent glasses, boys coped. She didn't carry boxes or Ghana must go like the others. 2 small designer suitcases and a confident stride were all she needed. She walked in like a whispered rumor, already halfway to legend. Within a month, Priscilla became his campus darling, not for grades, though she passed her courses well enough, but for presence. Across faculties and hostels, Priscilla's arrival becomes a myth before she even unpacked. She was a girl on balance for events she never attended, the face that launched Instagram crushes and whispered jealousy in the hostel corridors. She didn't need to chase attention, it came in buckets. When the Fashion and Lifestyle Club asked her to model in their runway show, she agreed. then swapped herself out last minute for a richer gig, hosting at a Lekki party with the senator's son. The organizer scrambled, embarrassed. She smirked. The girl must follow the money, not the applause, she had told herself. Her circle of friends was a revolving door. They came to her, dazzled and left burnt, except one, Daisy. Slender, studious, from you. She wasn't drawn to Priscilla's shine, she was drawn to her shadow. They met at a tutorial where Priscilla had copied Daisy's notes without asking. Daisy raised her brow, chuckled softly and said, "You know, brilliance doesn't transfer through paper. Better copy with small sense." Priscilla should have snapped, but something about Daisy's calm unsettled her. They grew close. Strangely, Daisy helped her pass statistics. Priscilla helped her dress better. Daisy taught her how to budget. Priscilla taught her how to use eyeliner without looking surprised. It was a strange friendship, one grounded in opposites. But beneath the surface, Priscilla never fully trusted it. Not because Daisy had done anything wrong, but because she had done too little to deserve loyalty. And so when she overheard two classmates laughing at Daisy's Ibibio accent, Priscilla didn't defend her. She laughed too. Daisy heard. She didn't speak of it, but from that day, her laughter with Priscilla dimmed. Priscilla told herself it didn't matter. She had options. There was Tomiwa, the boy who gifted her phone on her birthday. She flirted, took the phone, and blocked him 2 weeks later. There was Zainab, the girl who did her assignment and got dismissed from the clique for trying too hard. Priscilla watched her go without blinking. One night, during a bonfire party, Daisy sat beside her watching the flames dance. "You ever wonder who'd stay if you stopped being beautiful?" Daisy asked her quietly. Priscilla's smile faltered, just for a second. I never have to find out," she replied coolly, sipping a Red Bull. Daisy smiled sadly. "That's what makes it tragic." That was the night Priscilla felt something she didn't have a name for, but before she could sit with it, she was back on Instagram, chasing likes, posting soft smiles with hard captions like, "Beauty is a weapon I never miss." She didn't know it yet, but the target was starting to become herself. She mistook attention for affection, fame for favor. Chapter 3, Her Bed of Ashes. After university, Lagos welcomed Priscilla back with open arms, or so she believed. She moved into a serviced apartment in Lekki Phase 1 with white curtains, lavender diffusers, and perfect light for selfies. Her follower count was into the millions. Her DMs overflowed. She attended brand launches in Banana Island and Sunday yacht parties when champagne replaced water. Priscilla was soft life personified. Or so it seemed. Her influencer profile got her a deal with a fast-rising fashion brand, Model Lux. Their founder, a soft-spoken woman named Adesuwa, loved Priscilla's look and gave her a contract worth millions of naira. The shoot went well, the promos exploded. Then came the sleep. They ran a late-night TikTok live, tipsy on rosé and validation. Priscilla joked about the brand. Their CEO, they always wear the same shoe. Rich woman wey no sabi drip. If no be say they pay good, who go work for them? She laughed. Her fans laughed. By morning, the video had spread. Modelux dropped her. Other brands followed. Quietly, coldly, no drama, just silence. Our digital freeze out. Priscilla tried to act unbothered. She posted a bikini photo caption, "Unapologetically me," but her emails remained unread, her calls unanswered. The silence hurt more than hate. Then came Tunji, the minister's son, tall, handsome, addicted to status. He adored her, bought her perfumes from Paris, took her to Abuja in business class, posted her hand, never face on his story. She played along, called him Sugar Wolf, and sent voice notes dripping with flattery. But when Kenny, a married music producer, whispered promises of an acting role in a Pan-African series, she answered. One weekend in the hotel, one whisper in the wrong ears, Tuji found out. He didn't argue, he didn't shout, he simply vanished, along with all the doors he had once opened. Priscilla was ghosted. Lounge invites gone, event tags revoked. Even our usual hairstylist said, "Sis, I'm fully booked for the next 2 months." Lagos turned on her the way Lagos does, with quiet, collective agreement. Even Daisy, now studying in Canada, didn't reply her messages. Priscilla had sent her an "I miss you" voice note, no response. Her account engagement dropped. PR agencies that once offered her freebies ignored her. She sat one evening, alone, in a high-rise Airbnb she could no longer afford. Her plate of untouched sushi beside her, her wig on the floor, phone screen glowing with one bitter comment after another. Washed, past glory. Just another pretty face that didn't age with grace. Who still books her? For the first time in her adult life, she felt truly powerless. Not because she wasn't beautiful anymore, but because her beauty no longer mattered. She threw her phone across the room. It cracked. She didn't care. Tears came, not the pretty Instagrammable kind. Ugly ones, loud ones, the kind that taste like shame. She cried herself to sleep on the floor of a borrowed life. When she woke up the next morning, the sun felt like mockery. Is this all the future mom sold to me? She asked herself.